When I first started teaching pre-calculus, I remember the oddest thing happened the first day of class, right? So I'd never taught this course before. And it was like, all right, up to that point, I'd only taught like algebra 1 and algebra 2 and geometry. So I'm teaching pre-calculus and students are walking in. And all of a sudden, I see like 1 out of every 3 students is coming in and dropping on a piece of paper onto my desk. And I'm like, what is this? And I started looking through it, and it was like this huge packet of math problems, and it was completed by a lot of students. And I was like, what is this? Like, why did you guys do this? And they said, oh, it's a summer packet. It was on the website for pre-calculus. Or maybe they said, like, our teacher last year told us that we had to complete it. And sure enough, when I went to go and talk to the other pre-calculus teachers, unbeknownst to me, that was actually a requirement for pre-calculus. All the algebra 2 teachers gave their students a pre-calculus summer packet, and they told them, hey, you need to do this, turn it in on the first day. And all the other pre-calculus teachers like expected all their students to turn them in on the first day. So I'm not sure if just word got around, but I started just getting all these packets. And then I had to decide, what do I do with these? Like, do I grade them? Like, how do I know that students did them or did not do them? Just copied the answers. I had no idea. And it looked like a lot of problems. Some students, you could tell, spent a ton of time actually completing the problems. And the issue was they wanted credit for it. They wanted a grade. And fair enough, like you put in a lot of effort. The problem I saw is what was the correlation to them doing all these problems over the summer to how they were going to be successful in pre-calculus? I really had no way. I didn't create this summer packet. It was just something that was given to them for them to do over the summer. It didn't really have any connection to my actual class, and nor could I actually verify if students actually understood what they were doing or if I just had answers written on a sheet of paper. I gave students some fluff credit for completing their packet, and for those students that didn't do it, I usually gave them an extension like,
Hey, do this in a week, then turn it in. I'll give you the same credit I gave everybody else.
But again, you could see it was kind of like everybody was just going through the motion. There was no real benefit that I was seeing because I started looking at the data. I started keeping track of students that completed the summer packets and how they're doing inside of pre-calculus. And also you can tell, a teacher giving away their secrets here, you can tell when students are copying because a lot of students are really lazy with copying. They will just literally write down everything that somebody else is writing down, and you can definitely tell. And then also you get to know what students know each other, so you know what students are actually copying off each other. It's pretty easy and obvious. And what I noticed was the students that probably needed to do the summer packet the least were the ones that did it. The students that actually needed to do the summer packet either didn't do it or they just copied down the answers from somebody else. So I came to the conclusion that summer packets do not work. It is just a ton of busy work. And as far as a teacher, it was just a nightmare. It was a nightmare to grade. It was a nightmare to put that grade into the grade book because then it skewed all of the grades of the stuff I was actually teaching. So I threw it away. I said, you know what? I got to come up with something different. And I kind of went rogue from the other teachers. I had to think, what is it I want my students to do? I want them to do some work. I don't want them just to do busy work. I want them to do work that's going to actually help them be successful in pre-calculus. And I actually want them to understand material. I don't want to do problems that they're going to not know how to do, get frustrated and give up or copy. I want something that they can do that is going to be beneficial to them, that is going to require time, but is not going to take up the whole summer for them to go ahead and complete. So I thought, and I thought, and I thought, and then finally it hit me. Why don't I create some material that students can complete over the summer, but if they don't want to, or they don't have the time to, they can actually complete throughout the year. Rather than taking everything that I need them to know for the whole course and throwing it all on the summer packet, what about if I just broke it down into chunks for every single chapter? Kind of think about it like a pre-test for every single chapter, but it's not over stuff that they're going to be learning. It's for stuff that I want them to know as they enter into this chapter. Because to me, it made sense. There's a lot of students that want to do work over summer. They want to kind of continue their learning. They want to stay on top of things, right? But also once the school year starts, they don't have time to be doing other extra reviews. They're taking multiple courses, have a ton of demands on their time. Then there's the other student that wants absolutely nothing to do with school throughout the whole summer. However, they need this work. They need to remember, they need to refresh a lot of the stuff that happened 3, 4, 6, 12 months ago. So if they could just spend 5, 10, 15 minutes of doing a review assignment and get credit for it before each and every chapter, that would help them. That would actually benefit them in learning that material. So that's exactly what I did. I went back, got the summer packet out of the trash, and tried to look over problems that I'm like, what of these problems do I actually want my students to know? And what chapter do they actually correspond to? And there was some problems, but there was a lot of problems that I think they were good problems, but they're just kind of like the status quo. They weren't really beneficial to how I wanted to instruct or teach pre-calculus. So I put it back in the trash. Now I went back into actually my curriculum and I started to add on to those problems that I previously selected from the summer packet. And I brought in more problems. I said, hey, these are problems that I expect students to know before we actually get into the instruction. Now, still, some of these problems were going to be difficult. I knew that from giving students a diagnostic diagnostic test. Now, if you haven't taken a pre-calculus diagnostic test, go ahead and check out the diagnostic test that I gave to my students. It was extremely eye-opening and helpful. Link is down in the description. So students were going to get stuck. They were not going to know how to do things. They were not going to remember some things. So what could I do? How could I help them actually do the material when they didn't know what to do? And then I thought, no, that's too easy. But then something came up, but it just seemed too good to be true. Something I've never done before. Something that I was like, there's no way I could do that. Students are just going to cheat. They're never going to learn anything. I can't do it. I can't. But you know what? Technology gave its way, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to give a student any excuses for not getting this done. And you know what? If they want to cheat, that's on them. But guess what? If they cheat on the prior work and then they show me that, hey, Miss McLogan, I did this, and then they don't understand what's happening in the curriculum, I can immediately go back and say, you did not do this work. Because if you did this work, you would have been successful in this problem, and this problem. So what did I do? I gave students the answers. I said, hey, here's the summer work I want you to complete. And guess what? Hey, here's the answers of me actually doing the work. And on top of that, here's the video of me explaining how to do the work. So I don't care if you actually have no idea on how to do any of this work. You can look at my solutions, you can watch the video, and you can quickly get a refresher of exactly what you need to know as we enter into this chapter. And I was amazed. While being the teacher, wanting to always kind of protect my answers and my explanations, the idea of actually providing students always with the answers and always with a video explanation was way more helpful than I thought, because I kind of underestimated how many students don't ask questions because they struggle in math, or how many students don't turn something in or decide to copy somebody else's homework or work because they don't know how to do it and they just feel embarrassed asking the question. So when I'm giving them the work or the video explanation, if they feel embarrassed or if they really are struggling, they can go and watch that on their own. They don't need to let everybody know that they don't understand the material. They can get caught up on their own. And for a lot of students, that was really beneficial. And I know from myself as a struggling student, I definitely would have benefited from that as well. And the cool thing was, the next year when I gave out my summer packet, more and more students started turning it in. And then for the next year, some students turned their summer packet in at the beginning of the year, and some students just turn it in throughout the year. But either way, they all got the same credit and they all got the same benefit because there was no incentive to cheat. All the answers were there. It's either you make sure you understand the material or you don't. Because yeah, there was those students that did copy the answers, and I made sure they knew that I knew that they did not do the work. But it was great because I could start seeing the change in behavior of students in pre-calculus. Students had more confidence with the material. They knew what they needed to know for each and every chapter, and they knew that I was there to help them understand whenever they didn't understand how to do a problem. So if you're taking pre-calculus and you want to see this summer packet curriculum that I call my Get Ready for Pre-Calculus course, go ahead and take the link down below to get full access. And if you want to see how this Get Ready for Pre-Calculus affected my teaching of the actual curriculum, then you're going to love the next video coming up now.